welcome to the weekend. Today's game between the Edina Tourney and the Woodbury Predators. We will first announce all players for both teams, and then if you are able, please stand. Oh, excuse me, we are not doing that. Excuse me. Starting with the away team, the Woodbury Predators. Number 2, Blaine Robb. Number 7, CJ Dornfield. Number 9, Wendell Faulkner. Number 10, Jimmy Miller. Number 11, Colton Chapman. Number 19, Maverick Chilton. Number 20, Mason Quinn. Number 22, Jack Kaiser. Number 23, Miles Schilling. Number 27, Riley Pinkett. Number 33, Braden Hill. Number 50, Alex Pierce. Number 59, Porter Engelhardt. Number 74, Tyson Salter. Number 87,
Dark on dark numbers. And yeah, Woodbury, you got me. Shuffle up and deal. Puck is lobbed into the corner. Woodbury trying to find a way out along the wall. Edina cuts off the path. Working on the forecheck. They send it down to the back wall. And it's chipped toward the blue line. Schneider neutral zone. Gets a stick on it. Will fake one way, and the puck carrier brings it out to the neutral zone. Looking up from the blue line. Now they make a pass back to the point. That's Schneider. Went D to D. Shot got knocked down. Rebound. Edina picks it up. They've lost the zone, however. It's Woodbury the other way. Oh, nice little escape move. Working his way outside the zone. Option to pass to Chase Williamson over on the right-hand side. Pass never comes. And now on the wall, chipping it down deep, Will Ferrara. Williamson. Couldn't quite get separated. He turned and Pop was tracking him. And he lost room, and that allowed the defenders from Woodbury to poke it outside the zone. 3 15-minute periods, in case you're curious, will resurface after the second. Shot from distance. Pierce clears that aside. Now Woodbury working the breakout. Gaining the red line and dumping it down. Jack Podrat's cut off their zone entry path. And a pass up the right-hand side. Past Williamson's going to be all the way down into the corner. No icing. It died right before the goal line. Puck pushed down to the back wall. Fishing it out of a crowd. Edina starting a breakout. And now rink-wide pass. That does not connect. And a regroup. Back along their own blue line. Woodbury zone entry. Puck gets poked away. Now circling, turning to his forehand. I believe that's Potts. Ooh. Shot just wide of the mark. Neutral zone. Kind of regroups now back into their own end, turning up ice, and a pass over to the right wing. Zone entry for Allgood. Allgood gets a skate on it, knocks the puck away. Couple players fall down along the wall. Hester starts the breakout, and they get it up the right-hand side. This is Sauer. He takes a shot. That one's over the crossbar into the back glass. Nice little counter move by the defenseman. Woodbury's going to try to break it out bench's side. Face off to the goaltender's left. Shot from a wide angle. That's saved by goaltender James Feeblecorn. The rebound spits out, and now it's the Hornets on the counterattack. They gain the red line. Williamson sends it all the way down. And the forecheck. A little pressure on the puck here. Oh, turnover! Backhander. That one's up over the glove. Nixon McLean puts Edina on top. 1-0. Turnover down, right down by their own goal line. Nixon McLean pounces on it. Looks to be an unassisted goal. And Edina leads Woodbury 1-0. Yeah, I tried to get that a rebound. I don't know that I was in time to catch that. That goal comes 4 minutes, 29 seconds into the opening period. Edina now leads 1-0. Nick McLean is an unassisted goal. They work their way out to neutral, snapping it off the wall. This one's going all the way down, icing the call. Jack Podratz with a quick pull trigger. Tried to push it down a little bit, but got away from him. Too strong. Rebound kicks out to the blue line. Stepping in on it. Shot. Big wrister. And the puck gets sent down deep. I believe that Schilling's on the point. I talked to Miles Schillings once. I'm fortunate every year I get opportunities to announce play-by-play for the Edina Youth Tournaments Championship games. And I've had Miles Schillings before. And I said, you remind me of an outstanding player from Woodbury, a couple years older, Beckett Schillings. Is that your brother? And he told me, no, they're cousins. So if I've got it right, Miles Schillings, cousin to Beckett Schillings. And Beckett, an outstanding player in his own right. Centering pass. Trying to get it over to Hester in the slot. Zone entry for Woodbury. Shot from a wide angle, trying to go near side top corner. Feeblecorn makes the save. Puck gets pinned along the wall, down a corner. Spits out. And Edina's pass rink wide. Shot from distance. That one hits the wall. Ooh, nice little move. Woodbury on the counterattack, swinging in wide, shot from the dot. That one's kicked aside by goaltender Feeblecorn. Puck tipped up and out of play. We've got another stoppage. Face-off comes to the right of Feeblecorn. Feeblecorn's right. Penalty called. Hooking the call. Hooking the call. Goes against Woodbury. This puts Edina onto the power play. Predators go shorthanded. Riley Paddock. Face-off controlled by Edina. They roll it back to the blue line for Dan. Shot never comes. They played it to Allgood. He circles, though. Keeps it under his backhand. Now he tries to split the defenders. Allgood certainly confident and aggressive on the power play. Zone entry. Down to the hash. Blue line. Dan walks it down the blue line. Finds the open man in the corner. It's Allgood. He deflects a pass to his teammate. I believe that's McLean. Allgood takes a shot. Rebound available. And it's a scrum and eventually cleared over to the sidewall by Woodbury, the Predators. Allgood once again challenging those defenders. Not afraid to carry the puck into a crowd. Pass just missing down in the slot area. Dan once more. Puck gets deflected. Nice. Passing out of pressure. Beautiful job finding the open man. That shot gets knocked down in traffic. Penalty has expired. Nice penalty kill from Woodbury, but Edina with some zone time, able to get some nice passing. Couldn't quite find a way to slide it past Alex Pierce. However, they still lead 1-0. Braden Hester in the face-off spot. Draw one by the Predators. Back to the neutral zone. Player stepped on a penny. Went down hard. This one gets chipped along wall in front of the spectators. Kind of plays this rink wide. Trying to send it in deep and establish some zone time. Defender steps in on it. And a rink-wide pass over to the right-hand side. Williamson tips it down toward the back wall. Rings the boards. Gets up about the top of the circle, and Edina cutting him off, taking away that exit lane. Pass comes in a little bit light. Great job getting control of it and working for the shot. I'm still struggling with these these dark on dark numbers. Edina works a breakout, spectator side. Gaining the red line, gaining the blue line. Pass into the slot area. And a short pass back to the blue line for Potts. Knockdown, counterattack. Here comes Woodbury. Penalty is called interference. Interference on William Sudbury. And it is Woodbury now going on the power play. They trail by 1. Perhaps this is the catalyst for them to level up the game. Shots on goal, in case you're curious. 6-3, favoring Edina so far. One of them got through. All-important face-off win for Braden Hester. And now he shovels it outside the zone. Won't be far enough for icing. No, it is.
Minor penalty assessed to Edina's number 5, William Sudbury. 2 minutes for hooking. No, excuse me, interference.
Interference on Sudbury. C.J. Dornfeld in the face-off spot. He wins it for Woodbury. A little back and forth across the blue line. And they send the puck through the slot area. A wide angle shot, save Feeblecorn. Up and out of play, stoppage. Face-off controlled by the Hornets. They slide it outside the zone. A shorthanded rush coming in from a wide angle and on the goaltender. And a couple of nice saves made by Pierce. Beautiful shorthanded rush for Edina. Nixon McLean. Got one already. He'd like to tack on a shorty, make it 2-0. For now, they've got the zone. They're going to be able to kill some penalty time down on the attacking end. Oh, another tripping ball. Stick got in under the defender. I see the delayed penalty. And for the confirmation, tripping the call. Off goes McLean. And what's the stagger here? Penalties come 55 seconds apart. For the next 35 seconds, Woodbury 5-on-3. A lot of pressure on Edina. If they give up a goal, they'd prefer it to be 40 seconds from now, so at least one player has come out of the box and then get back to full strength. Woodbury trying to work quickly. Pass across top of the circle. There's a shot. It's deflected wide. They lose the zone in the process. That's great news for Edina on the 3-on-5 kill.
2 minutes for tripping.
Puck in on the goaltender. And tidying up the rebounder, Jimmy Miller. We are tied. Jimmy Miller. Power play goal. Assist on the goal to C.J. Dornfeld. And Woodbury answers. Edina's 2 penalties with a goal of their own. Sudbury was out. Now McLean comes out. And we'll play 5-on-5.
Power play goals. Woodbury
Can't believe the robbery. Huge save. Alex Pierce. Wow. My apologies, I had paused. I was listening to our public address announcer. Trying to hear what he said, and he wanted this to save the game. The zone held, trade Arlene. Edina back on the attack. They've had a lot of zone time this period. Puck gets deflected. That hits the back wall. Edina rings the boards and manages to clear, relieving some pressure from their own end. D-to-D regroup for Woodbury. And a pass through the legs. Gets up to the blue line. Missed the target, however. Now Edina on the counterattack. It's all good. Into the slot. Shot. They Pierce. Jack. All good. Love seeing wings coming in on that off wing, cutting to their forehand and taking the shot as they work their way into the center of the rink. Real nice zone entry there from Allgood. Puck pushed over to the sidewall. Knocked down at neutral. Waiting for the zone to clear. Puck turns over. We hit the final minute of play, 1-1, late first period. Shot, that goes wide. Zone held by Woodbury. Shot comes in. That one is kicked over to the sidewall, a little too far out in front of the target. Everybody's got to regroup for Woodbury, back into their own end. They break out from behind their own goal. Stalling on the forecheck. To the blue line, not out. Darlene. That shot got knocked down and kicked over into the slot area. Woodbury breaking up the left-hand side. Now we dine on the counterattack. They gained the zone, but a couple players had headed off, and that'll do it for the period. We have a stoppage. Resurface break. End to one. Tied up at 1 apiece. John Conley here for MN Hockey TV. Be right back with second period action. right, we're ready for second period action. 1-1 the score after one. Winner moves on to tomorrow's semifinal action. Pardon me, checking in with the control room here. Brains behind this operation. Man, do we have a lot of stuff going. Minnesota, U-State tournaments, all concurrent. Games all over the state. That is a lot for the control room to keep up with. Ooh, little flyby pass into the slot, doesn't connect. Little zone entry for Edina. Everybody tagging up right around the shift change. All right, back to the action. Puck pushed over to the side wall, and Woodbury trying to find a way out. They chip it out in front of the benches. Now a zone entry, 2-on-1. Shot from the top of the circle gets through, and C.J. Dornfeld has put the Predators on top. They lead 2-1. Time of the goal, 1 minute, 49 seconds of the middle period. Predators' first goal in this one. Nice little snapper from Dornfeld. That is such an interesting spot. Our first game was 4-0. Osseo Maple Grove defeating Duluth East. 2 of the Leafbirds' goals coming from that face-off spot on the zone entry rush from a left-hand shot. 3 goals in the last 5 periods. Scored from right there. Oh, there's a nice steal from Edina. Shot goes wide. Woodbury on the counterattack. They work their way up ice. Little outside in move. Centering pass. We've got a penalty coming. And let's look for the signal. Hooking the call. Kind of defender. Flagged on the play. Hook. I'm so confused as to what the spot for these face-offs is zone entry for Edina's Braden Hester here on the kill. Sometimes they don't bring the face-off all the way down. That's 2 neutral zone face-offs. Zone entry. And Woodbury scored their goal on the power play. There's a shot. That one hits a stick. Nixon McLean in the way to deflect that. This one got deflected down into the corner. Woodbury still working the perimeter. They try a pass into the slot. That gets knocked down in traffic. From the hash, out top, big wrister. Puck gets knocked down and sent outside the zone. That's going to be all the way down. And ice call. Kind of trying to clear the zone shorthanded. And this one hits a mitt. Now they've got a 2-on-2 rush. Zone entry for Allgood with a shot. Goaltender came out to greet him. Nice aggressive play between the pipes from Alex Pierce, challenging the shooter. A lot of times that's why shots go wide. Knocked down. Oh, the puck came over to Ferrara. Penalty expired for Edina. They're back to full strength. Nice little flurry there, but they've lost the zone. And on the counterattack, Woodbury shot on the rush comes in. Save Feeblecorn. Hornets still trail 2-1. We will resurface after period 2, just to remind you. Left-hand side, zone entry, Hester. Puck got knocked down, and Woodbury the other way. Centering pass. That hit the heel of the stick. Edina not letting him outside the zone. Nice play from Levi Stahl. Slaloming through traffic and then whipping off a big snapshot. What a rush from Woodbury. Feeblecorn makes the save. This one comes all the way down. No icing. Blake continues. And this one gets just a little bit out in front of the intended target all the way down. And icing call. All right, another whistle, another face-off. This one comes to Alex Pierce's right. Edina Padrets into the spot. over his shoulder. He's got defenseman Sudbury. And yes, the nickel kid wearing number 5. I had a Sudbury earlier this year, and I couldn't believe they weren't wearing number 5. Centering pass. Got deflected outside the zone. Woodbury got about as far as the blue line. Puck turns over. Now it's Edina on the counterattack. Swinging wide down behind the goal. Pass made over to the wing. Shot. Rebound available. Couple cracks at it for Padrats. And getting heated down low. Jack Allgood coming in. Clearing things right down on the doorstep. Wow. Edina threatening. They trail 2-1. Face off over to Williamson. His shot misses wide. Rings back to Helmer. He pokes it down into the corner. Puck sent outside the zone. Breakout target is Ferrara. They look off him instead. Ooh. Tub thumping. He got tripped. Didn't lose his feet. Face off comes. Feeblecorn's right. And off the draw, Woodbury sends it down to the back wall. Edina reverses course, counters behind their blue line. Faking the pass, Ferrara the target. Instead, they play rink wide over in front of the benches. Edina sends it down all the way to the wall. Working on the forecheck. McLean cutting off the exit route. He's helped on the forecheck by Ferrara. Woodbury forces the turnover. Oh, the shot misses wide, however, hits glass. Kind of tries to send a pass through traffic. Doesn't get there. 2-on-1 the other way. And people going in position sends the shot off the mark. Zone entry, left-hand side, swinging down behind the goal line. You see Allgood drifting down low. He was looking for a pass over on the back post. Still 2-1. Woodbury on top. Power through Edina forecheckers. Woodbury manages to clear the zone, take it all the way down to the blue line, the goal line, and now pass back to the blue line. Shot goes wide. Edina trying to break out. And zone entry, 3-on-3. Shot from distance comes in high into the mid. Glove save, Alex Pierce. And we've got a stoppage. Late second period action here. Woodbury leads. Just under 6 clicks remain. Edina, a lot of forechecking pressure here from Matuszak. Wrap, Matuszak on the wall, trying to find a way outside the zone. Makes the pass, picked up by Allgood. He challenges the defender and swings wide. Allgood in traffic. It's pushed off the puck. And it's sent out into the neutral zone. Penalty called. It's a tripping penalty on Miles Schillings. And the Predators now shorthanded with 5 minutes to go in the period. We'll see if Edina can take advantage. They trail by 1. Into the spot, McLean. Got Allgood back on the blue line. Matuszak is going to be a net front presence. And they lose the zone off the draw, but they never lost possession. Allgood short pass. Now they work their way up ice. They're going to skate it into the zone. Putting the brakes on over at the hash mark. They send a pass. Allgood takes a slap shot just wide near side. Hornets working the perimeter. Pass back against the grain, dished off by Dan. Shot near side, a rebound, and you see Matuszak, that net front presence there, pouncing on the rebound. Made a shot right into Pierce, who got the save and fell on it for the cover. Face off to Pierce's left. Woodbury shifting up some personnel. Face-off controlled by Woodbury. They ring the boards. And they've got a shorthanded rush of their own. Wide to the corner. Puck left along the back wall. Now Edina turning up ice in front of the benches. Zone entry, everybody's on sides. Edina on the hash. They play it out top for Schneider. Ryland Schneider makes the pass. Allgood fakes the shot, takes the shot. That one deflects into the mitt. Glove save Pierce. And Edina unable to convert on this power play. Still 5-on-4. Face-off controlled. Hester gets it back. They tip it to Sudbury.
Predators full strength.
Penalty has expired. On the wall, Williamson can't keep the puck away. Tried to turn away from one man, but left that puck exposed, and Woodbury manages to clear the zone. Talk about it over in front of the scores table. Looks like another penalty is called. This is a trip also against Woodbury. Dornfeld, the violator this time. And Edina stacking up power play opportunities, trailing by 1. They would love to get the goal to tie it at 2 here. If you're enjoying championship weekend, quarterfinal Friday here from the Dennis Bushy Rink, Moorhead, Minnesota. Edina on the power play. They pull the draw back to Allgood. Goes D to D. Allgood fans on it, however, and that turnover allows Woodbury to clear the zone. Allgood got a stick on it, sent it in, and the zone had yet to clear. Offsides the call. Getting loud in the crowd. Got his own entry. Send the pass over to the wall, but doesn't connect. Job here on the penalty kill pressure on the puck. Woodbury's been able to disrupt Edina at every turn. And, oh, puck turns over. There's a pass down low. Centering pass, slides underneath the stick, kept it at the blue line. There's a shot. It hits a shin guard over to the back wall. Woodbury clears the zone. Edina retreating back to their own blue line. They play it up the left-hand side. Zone re-entry here for McLean. Cuts inside out. Then he sends it back to the blue line. Zone held. And now over for Allgood. They get it back to Dan with a shot. That one deflects up and out of play. We have a stoppage. Face-off controlled by Edina. Dan sends it to his partner. There's a shot knocked down in traffic, and Herrera there to get a stick on the rebound. Now he fights a battle over on the wall, trying to hold the zone. They keep it in at the point, and it down into the corner. Woodbury kills another penalty. And now they work their way into the neutral zone. That puck's up and out of play. We have a stoppage. A little sponsor read from Chevrolet. Face-off controlled by Edina. Edina's had the aid of some power play time, but still trails shots on goal, knotted up 17 apiece. Down into the corner. They work this one behind the goal line. And the defenseman crashing down on the right-hand side. I believe that's Darlene. Steal. Good anticipation. Allgood works his way toward the goal, but he's knocked off the puck, and it's Woodbury sending it out into the neutral zone. Allgood, a prolific scorer. He's headed toward the goal. Centering pass. Allgood gets a stick up. Finish, and the tie is tied. Celebration to Jack All. I mentioned earlier, I've had the good fortune to announce a lot of Edina youth tournaments over the years. And it's Championship Sunday when they put play-by-play on the championship games. And I've seen all ages, all abilities. And a couple years ago, 2 years ago, there was a standout player on Osceola Maple Grove. His name's Braden Dean. He played in the game before. You'll see him tomorrow in the semifinal. Edina had 2 scored A teams, and there were 2 players that really stood out. One playing defense. He's in this game, Ryland Schneider. And one playing forward, Jack Allgood. And I remember those 3 names. I didn't even have to go look at my files to check the notes. I just remember these are no players I was going to watch as they come up through the system. Mentioned that I've seen Woodbury's Miles Schillings. That was probably this year. I've seen Beckett Schillings, his cousin, in the past. Make mental notes and keep track, and you really see some standout kids. In the Pee Wee tournament the last couple of years. 3 years ago, I had Edina in the championship game. They lost to Moorhead. Several players on both of those teams in the state tournament this year for high school. I had Pee Wee's last year from Shakopee, Minnetonka winning that. And we're back. Third period is upon us. What a hockey game, 2-2 as we enter third period action. Edina controls the draw. That late goal coming with 39 seconds remaining in the period. All good from Hester. And that allowed Edina to tie it up. The winner moves on to tomorrow's semifinal action against Osceola Maple Grove. The loser gets a game of the consolation draw. They will face Duluth East. Shoveled in from the point by Sudbury. My name is John Connolly here for MN Hockey TV. This is the Edina State, or this is the Minnesota State Tournament weekend. Youth games up and down. Boys, girls, all ages, multiple abilities. And the puck gets sent into the Woodbury end. They regroup down. Breakout pass. Hits somebody on the bench, and we've got a stoppage. Face-off coming from Woodbury defensive end. Face-off controlled by Edina. The shot slides down to the back wall. They're working on holding the zone. Strong forechecking. Loose puck, spinning shot from Sauer. That hits a shin guard, goes down to the end wall. Bouncing puck. And it's brought out into the neutral zone by Woodbury. Dumped back in. Woodbury on the forecheck. Looking down along the back wall. Shot. Big save. What a nice shot taken on the rush. Loading up a big snapshot. Using that flex in the stick. Face-off comes to Alex Pierce's left. Dennis Padrats in the face-off spot. Draw one by Woodbury. They run a face-off play, wrapping it, but nobody home on the wall. They cleared the zone. Zone entry, Edina. Pass down low. Puck slides over, and Pierce gets it covered. We have a stoppage. Face off controlled by Woodbury. They wrap, but the defenseman sneaking in around the winger on the boards. That allowed Edina to hold the zone now once again. This time it's Allgood that gets a stick on it, making it difficult for Woodbury to relieve pressure from their own end. They pick the puck up in the corner. Trying to pass up on the half wall. Shot. And the puck played over to the sidewall. We get a whistle and stoppage. Face-off comes to the right of goaltender Alex Pierce. Draw one by Edina. They make the feed. Slides underneath the stick of Darlene, but he picks it up on the Edina with a lot of pressure in the zone to start this third period on the shot board, 22-17. Woodbury in transition, however, on the counterattack, and broken up very nicely by Trey Darlene. Oh, turnover. That is how Edina got their first goal, with a puck turned over in the Woodbury end right in front of the goaltender. And Edina, crisis averted as the puck slid just past the Woodbury forechecker. Little D to D. Turn up ice. Nice pass, tape to tape. Knifing his way right up the middle, swinging wide. No pass coming. Centering pass, right on top of the goaltender. Huge save made by Edina clears the zone, but the pass does not connect. Woodbury, immediate zone re-entry. Shot from the top of the circle. Feeble in position. That shot hits the glass and rings outside the zone. Woodbury circling, little counter move. Dump it over into the corner, but not fooled. You see Braden Hester getting there, cutting off that exit route. Finally, Woodbury clears. They cross the red line, zone entry, swinging wide down to the goal line. Pass intercepted by Edina. They'll start a breakout over in front of the benches. Zone entry. Puck gets pushed down into the corner, a little chip and chase. Pass out into the slot. Nobody home. Stolen. Woodbury on the counterattack. Face off to Alex Pierce's right. Pressure increasing. We get later and later into this tie game. Edina led 1-0. Woodbury led 2-1. Right before the period break, Edina answered back. It is now 2-2. Turning up ice, Allgood. Puck got away from him. Jack Allgood, prodigious scorer in youth hockey. He's the one that tied the game. Circling Padrats. Lays it up. The aforementioned Allgood. His next pass does not connect. Edina does not leave the zone. That pass doesn't get through. Top of the circle. Nice save made by Feeblecorn. Out top, bouncing puck, looking for a tip. It goes just wide. Zone entry. Everybody's onside. Shot. Save made. Feeblecorn. Save cover. Stoppage. And the faceoff will come to the goaltender's right. Edina wins the draw. They send it over to the sidewall. They snap it out into the neutral zone. Now trying to regain possession. We're in front of the bench. Woodbury and I have control of it either. And Edina finally works their way up ice. Taking the pass, skating it into the zone. Now swinging it wide. Pass out into the slot. Puck turns over, and it's 2-on-2 the other way. Ooh, turnover on the clearing. Shot for a tip. Feeblecorn makes the save. Got it covered. We've got a stoppage. Middle of the final period of regulation. Woodbury gathering it up at the neutral zone. They drift back into their own end. Playing the puck possession game. They send a pass down the left-hand side that misses the mark all the way down, icing the call. Esther in the spot for Edina. Kind of wearing green pant shells, white jerseys. And it's Woodbury winning the draw and bringing it up and out the other way. Little chip and chase down the right-hand side. Picked up around the goal line, circling to his forehand. Centering pass that gets deflected. And it's the Hornets on the counter-attack. Great back pressure there. Great job getting back. Stepping in and stealing. Feeblecorn makes the save. Play continues. Beautiful feed on the zone exit here from Edina, challenging the defender. Puck gets poked down into the corner. Oh, nobody home. He's trying to pass away from the slot. He saw somebody covered and instead sent the puck straight onto the tape of a Woodbury player. We're stuck at 2 apiece. Edina down around their own goal line, trying to find a way out. Flip skating defenseman helps with the breakout options. They get to Oligood. He makes the feed. There's a shot now. Huge save made by Pierce. Down to 6 minutes remaining in regulation. Edina down low. A lot of pressure down by the goal. Pass unable to hold the zone. That one clears out to neutral. This little overlap move from Edina. Now the pass to the centerman. Beautiful, beautiful regroup. The puck down low and save cover. Great job between the pipes for Alex Pierce. Shots on goal in this one, in case you're curious. 24 for Edina, 3 for Woodbury. I think that's indicative of the evenly played game we're watching. Down low. Ooh, puck gets poked away. And Edina goes offsides. Face off controlled by Edina. Sent down into the zone by Darlene. Check that, Sudbury. 5 with the tuck. When the sun goes down, the stars come out. And there's no question the sun is setting on this game. We're into the final 5 minutes at 2-2. And the winner remains in contention for a state championship. The loser, best they can do, consolation trophy. Zone entry for the Hornets. Top of the circle. Swinging wide down to the goal line. Pass. Cycling down low. Work it toward the goal. Edina doing a great job maintaining possession. Doing that work along the boards. They send it over to a soft spot and stepping in on it. Stahl covered on defense. Dan is out there, either Sudbury or Darlene. And a nice play by Stahl to cover for him. He pinched in up that right-hand side. Woodbury pass, zone entry, left-hand side. Shot deflected wide. Corner position, he makes another nice save. Over to the sidewall, rink-wide pass gets knocked down, and I can tell you, this Edina team has been playing all game long for rink-wide passes, and they're just not getting through, which is a real testament to the job that Woodbury has been done, clogging the neutral zone, jamming up those passes. Very nice. Zone entry. McLean swings, cuts down behind the goal line, trying to make a pass through, getting some help on the forecheck. They play it back to the point. That is Schneider, and a shot comes in from the other side. Glove save, a little frustration visible, evident, as these Edina players find a way, get something past the man of the hour, goaltender Alex Pierce. 2.5 to go. 2.5 minutes to go. Timeout called. Not really a lot you can say to add to the excitement of this game. It is a game with consequences. The winner of this moves on to tomorrow's semifinal, where they'll face Osseo Maple Grove. All right, face-off comes to Alex Pierce's right. 2-2 the score. 2.5 minutes remain. Edina wins the draw. There's a shot. Blocked aside by Pierce. Woodbury trying to break out over in front of the benches, but they just can't get through. Kind of clogging the exit route. Shot from the blue line comes in from Ryland Schneider. Puck's up and out of play. We have a stoppage. No goals, third period. Schneider from the blue line. Got a bunch of Edina players in front, screening. Pierce fights through the screen, sees it, tracks the puck, gets the cover. Edina players unable to tip that. Woodbury and Edina enter this game very, very similar resumes. Woodbury has possession in the neutral zone. They run back into their own end, and we've got a stoppage. These two teams met November 24th. Woodbury beating Edina 6-4. They met again in Duluth, December 7th. Edina winning that one 6-2. Edina playing them February 2nd, losing 8-4, but winning 8-6 on February 7th. Two teams have played 4 times. Even split 2-2. That happens to be the score right now. Edina with more zone time. They've had a lot. Not really had much in the shot column, however. It's 29-25. Bounces off the stick of Sudbury. And there's a shot. That one hits glass. Woodbury breaks it out with that shot, missing. No icing as a result. And on the forecheck, we hit the final minute mark. There's 1 minute remaining in third period action, 2-2 the score. Who will be our hockey hero? Pressure all on Alex Pierce and James Beeblecorn. Edina wraps the wall up the left-hand side. Zone entry. Edina taking it down into the corner, swinging behind the goal. Broken up very nicely by the Woodbury defender. They clear it out of the zone. Edina's got to regroup back to their own blue line. Turning up ice, gaining the red line. Now zone entry. This is all good. Takes the shot. That's knocked down. To the blue line, not out. Zone held. Schneider. And, oh, the goaltender had to adjust. Edina sending players down. Well, there's a shot from close. Getting control of the goal in front of the goal. Woodbury blocking the shot. Back to Schneider as time expires. Folks, we're going to overtime. John Connolly here for MN Hockey TV. We're going to have a 3-minute break. I'm going to pause, catch my breath, let the players do the same. And we'll be back with fourth period action in just a moment. Who's ready for free hockey? The puck is dropped. Fourth period has begun. The pressure is all. And then some. Regroup. Woodbury, they work it up in front of the spectators. And Edina sends it down into the Woodbury end. Who will be our hockey hero when the sun goes down, the stars come out? And I have a feeling we are going to see a great play to end this one. Zone entry for Woodbury. Puck skips over to the side, and the goaltender gets taken out in front of the goal. Play continues. And a pass up to the red line. Edina working spectator side. Allgood falls on top of one of the Woodbury players. A two-car pileup. Now zone entry. Allgood challenges the defender, comes out the other side with the puck, and now he gets dropped down in the goal mouth. Goaltenders Feeble, Korn, and Pierce have played very well, both right up around 30 saves. Allgood takes a shot. That puck gets deflected up and out of play. We have a stoppage. I believe the format is to play an overtime session. And then a resurface break. Controls the draw. That shot's knocked down. Spits over to Sudbury. Lob it into the slot area. This is going to allow Woodbury to clear the zone. Bouncing puck on the zone entry. Out of the corner. Edina counters. This is Sudbury. Plays a pass up in front of the benches, and it's tipped to the centerman. He got a stick on it, but could not control. Woodbury on the zone entry the other way. Swinging wide, down in front. Feeblecorn gets a piece of it. No cover, however. Play continues. Back along their own blue line. This is Moorhead. Zone entry, swinging wide. Down into the corner. Still in possession, trying to force a pass into the slot area. Now the shot goes wide on the bounce, picked up along the goal line. Woodbury out of the corner. And they run into some traffic. This is Edina, and they're content to just take their own off in their own end. A quick pull trigger, icing the call. They had all the time in the world. It just shows you how much pressure Woodbury was putting on them that shift. It's the fourth period. It's the long change like the second period, where if you were to clear the puck, not ice it, and try to get all the way off, you didn't think you could make it. Puck off the draw. That winds up right on top of goaltender Feeblecorn. Get you some personnel here. Net front presence is Engelhardt. It's hard with these dark on dark numbers, but the draw taken. There's a puck down in the slot. Engelhardt sends it through. This game is over. Woodbury moves on an overtime goal. Order Engelhardt off the faceoff play. Gets it in the slot, sends it through. There's my answer. Who's going to be your hockey hero? Porter Engelhardt. And Woodbury wins 3-2. They move on. They will face Osseo Maple Grove tomorrow. And for Edina, a great season, a great game in the end. They fall in overtime and will face Duluth East tomorrow. Great hockey game. It wouldn't hurt so much if it didn't mean everything. And you hate to see a game end like that for either team. But I like it that the games mean so much. I have very fond memories of my youth hockey days. didn't even reach the state tournament in Pee Wees like this Edina team. They were pretty good, so great season for them. We'll see if they can play on and win some consolation hardware. For the Woodbury Predators, they've got a date tomorrow. You're going to see that game here on MN Hockey TV with Andrew Nealand announcing at noon, and I've got the winner of that in the championship game Sunday, 2 p.m. You can watch all the consolation action as well. Edina faces Duluth East 2 p.m. tomorrow. And with that, from Moorhead and the Bushy Rink,